My name is Eleanor. I am 76 years old. If you are reading these words and you are young, if life stretches out in front of you like a long road, if the thought, one day I'll be a mother, is quietly growing inside you, please stop. Stop for a moment and listen to me. Because when I was your age, no one warned me. No one said, do not become a mother before you become yourself. No one whispered, motherhood is a miracle, but it can make you invisible. I stayed silent. Silence was something I was taught. And with every year I remained silent, the woman inside me stepped further back. My desires were forgotten. My name became unnecessary. My dreams turned into other people's needs. When I looked in the mirror, I could no longer see myself. There was only a role left: mother. And inside that role, I had already disappeared. I got married at 23. It was the summer of 1969. We started our life in a small apartment in Brooklyn. My husband, Robert, was a good man, hardworking, devoted to family, always saying, we'll have our own house one day. My mother held my hand on the wedding day and whispered in my ear, my girl, your work is done now. You've found a good husband. Everything else will follow. It did follow. Children came, 3 of them, twin girls and a middle boy. Each one felt like a miracle. When they were born, I couldn't hold back my tears. When I held them in my arms, the world stopped. I will do anything for them, I told myself, and I did. I would wake up before dawn, prepare breakfast, send the children to school, Robert to work. In the evening, he would return. Dinner, homework, bedtime stories, illnesses, crying spells. I did it all with love. Their laughter warmed my heart. But at night, when everyone was asleep, I would sit in the kitchen, sip my tea, and a voice inside me would rise. Eleanor, what do you want? What is your dream? I would silence it. Quiet. Now is not the time. The children are small. Robert is tired. Maybe later. Later never came. At 28, I wanted to take a painting course. As a child, I used to cut pictures from my mother's old magazines and paste them on the walls, talking with colors, creating a whole world on canvas. That was my dream. I told Robert, is now the time, Eleanor? We have children, we have a home. Maybe when the children grow up. I waited. The children grew up. When my eldest daughter was in her final year of high school, I said it again. Maybe when I retire, I can take a course. Robert laughed. At your age? What do you need painting for? Stay home, look after the grandchildren. The grandchildren came. My first grandchild was born when I was 29. Tiny hands, sleepless nights, fairy tales. How could I leave them? I waited again. At 40, the children started college. Now, I told myself. But my son went into the military. My daughter got married. The bride came. The house became crowded. Then my mother-in-law fell ill. She needed care. I waited again. At 50, my mother-in-law passed. Now, I said. But Robert's health began to fail. Diabetes, high blood pressure, heart problems. I waited in hospital corridors. I waited again. At 65, Robert left, quietly, one winter morning. He closed his eyes and was gone. The house suddenly emptied, so empty that I could hear the silence echoing between the walls. The children came, offered condolences, hugged me, and left. The grandchildren visited occasionally, but no one stayed, just me and that silence. The first months were hell. I would wake up in the morning and there was nothing to do. No child to make breakfast for, no husband to wash clothes for, no one to serve. For 45 years, my identity had been tied to others. Without them, what was I? Who was I? I looked in the mirror. There was a tired woman, eyes sunken, hair white, shoulders slumped. I didn't recognize her. Is this me? I said out loud. She didn't answer. She just stared. That night I cried. Tears that had built up for years, suppressed for years, sobbing, ugly sobs. Because I understood, I had disappeared. I had buried myself so perfectly that I had even forgotten where the grave was. For the children, for the husband, for the family. I had erased myself. And in erasing myself, I had killed the girl inside me. The girl who dreamed of painting, who danced with colors, who said, one day I will have something of my own. 1 year later in the basement, I found an old chest. Inside were pieces of my youth, a few old paint tubes, pencils, a half-finished sketchbook. I opened the pages. My fingers trembled. My first drawing, a woman looking out the window. It was unfinished. Next to it, Robert had written in his own handwriting, "It looks beautiful, Eleanor. Keep going." I hadn't kept going. I couldn't keep going. At that moment, I collapsed to the floor. I held the chest in my arms and cried. This time, it was a different cry. There was pain, but there was also anger at myself. "Why did you stay silent, Eleanor? Why did you wait? Why didn't you say no?" I asked. There was no answer, but those tears cleansed something. A place inside me softened, broke, and light leaked through the crack. At 70, I took the first step. I went to the local community center. "Is there a painting class?" I asked. They said yes. I enrolled. In the first lesson, my hands were shaking. An old woman among 20-year-olds, but I didn't care. I took the brush in my hand, made the first stroke on the white canvas. My eyes filled with tears, because at that moment I felt it. I'm still here. That girl is still alive. When the class ended, I finished a painting. A window, the sea outside, a woman smiling inside. For the first time, I created something with my own hands. I brought it home and hung it on the wall. When my children came, they saw it. "Mom, how beautiful this is," they said. They were surprised. "Did you make this?" "Yes, I did." Then I started saying no. My son called, "Mom, can you watch the grandchildren this Sunday?" "No, son, I have my art class." He was surprised. "But Mom, no, this is my time." My daughter invited me. "Come, Mom, let's have tea with the neighbors." "Thank you, but today I'm going to paint." The world didn't end. They adjusted. I felt lighter. Every time I said no, it was as if a weight lifted from my shoulders. Now I spend hours in the studio. I talk with colors. When I finish a painting, a fire burns inside me. Last year, I participated in my first exhibition. A small gallery, a few people. But one person stood in front of my painting for a long time, looked and said, "This painting made me cry." My tears flowed. From happiness. I am 76 years old. My body gets tired sometimes. Joint pains, sleepless nights. But my soul is young. The girl who paints is still inside me, and she no longer stays silent. She speaks, she sings with colors, she laughs. My young girl, if you are listening, know this. Motherhood is beautiful, but you don't have to erase yourself to be a mother. There is no such thing as the perfect mother. There is no such thing as the perfect wife, the perfect everything. Self-sacrifice is not noble. Erasing yourself is not love. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot fully love others without loving yourself, without burying your dreams. Listen to that voice inside you, the voice that says, "Is this all there is?" Listen, because that voice is you. It is calling you. Before it's too late, get up and go. To a painting class, to dance, to writing, to whatever you want. Say no. Say yes to yourself. I buried my dreams for years, but they waited for me, and now they are blooming. On my walls, in my heart, in my life. Yours are waiting too. Go and dig them up. It is not too late yet. If these words touched your heart, share one dream you've been postponing in the comments. Write it. Maybe we can find courage together. Like, share. Someone's life might change. Thank you for listening. The truth of an old woman who has finally become herself.